Hello everyone and welcome again to my channel. In this video I'm going to be discussing using blurred backgrounds and textured overlays. Okay, so this is the image I'm going to be working on. This was the original, and what I've done is I've blurred the background as usual. You'll see that in other videos on my channel. There's the blurred background, and all I've done is move it across to the main image. So as you can see, if we go back to the first image, there's a heck of a lot going on in the background. There's loads of highlights here. So I thought, okay, blur the background. That was on Gaussian blur. I can't remember what setting it was on, but if you look in my other videos, you'll find out what I normally use. So I like to use blurred backgrounds to actually get rid of those busy backgrounds, you know, the ones where you, as I've said, there's lots of highlights in and lots of distractions in the background. Now, textures are something different because that could be described as an overlay. And basically that's going to go over the top of the image, which I will show you. And yes, it's depends on the texture. It's not always a good thing for flowers, but that's just my personal view. It's great for things like landscapes, because you can actually sort of leave some of the texture on your landscape, you know, if it's buildings and things like that. So let's just see what we've got in terms of textures. If I just open up Bridge, okay, so here we have, let me just go to, see, those are the blurred backgrounds. Those are the ones that are on my website. I've just added the others, which are actually textured overlays. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a few of these on this particular image. They don't all suit, and this is the thing about textured backgrounds. They won't all look good on your image, but you've just got to try them. Now what they are, they're all in colour, but usually what you can do is you can saturate them to black and white, or you can leave them as a colour if you want to, but I'll show you that. Let's just have a look. So let's open a few of these up. We'll have that one. I think we'll have that one and that one. Open. Okay, so we've got that one, and this one. Now we need to crop them because the image is square. And let's just crop them. Crop that one. And crop that one. What we can do a saturation. So let's go to adjustments, hue and saturation, and take that to black and white. So let's try this one. So we're going to move this to that one. Move that across to the image, pull it down and release the mouse button. I'm going to resize it so it covers the image. Now this is all sort of, you've just got to try and see what textures work for you. So we go to that, it's on its own layer now. Go to that one and let's reduce the opacity. And I'm not really sure about that yet, but you can see the texture is all over the flower as well. Okay, and as I've said, if you're doing landscapes or anything like that, sometimes texture all over the image is good. It depends what you're looking for. So let's just try now. I'm going to do a blend mode. So we go to normal and we just try different blends. Normally I would use something like overlay, soft light, something like that. Now I'm looking at that and thinking, I don't think I like that very much. So I think we'll forget that one. As I say, you've just got to keep trying these. So we'll go back to, so what was that one? Get rid of that one. Don't like that one. Let's try this one. On the move. Up to the image. Back down again. Resize it. And let's see what that looks like in colour, because that's cream. Sort of cream. So let's bring the opacity down. Bring it down to about 25, something like that. Let's do a blend mode. Lighten. Look at overlay. It's not too bad, but I don't know. Don't really think that's the one either. So I think we'll get rid of that one. Let's try this one. Now this one's already in black and white. So I'm going to take that across, bring it down. Let's have a look at that. Bring the opacity down. What you can also do is, let's just take the opacity back up for a moment. We're on that layer. Let's go up to image, adjustments. Come down to hue and saturation. Now what you've got here is, got your hue, saturation, lightness. It's already black and white, so obviously doing that is not going to give you anything different. So we'll leave that where it is. What you can do is click the colorize button, and then you can use the hue, and possibly I'm thinking something like that. You can also turn the saturation up, whatever you want to. I'm going to leave it, what was it, 25%. So let's go to OK. Back to your layer. Let's try it now. I'll leave it there for a minute. Go into blend modes. There's some interesting ones. Lightens pretty much the same as the original. Overlay, soft light. Doesn't seem to be much different. I think probably the overlay. I'm not really a fan of, I like the subtle textures, so I think we'll use overlay. That's quite nice. And what you can also do is, if you don't want the pattern that way, go up to edit. Got to be on the layer. You transform, go into transform, rotate, and you can actually put your texture the other way around if you think that works. I think possibly it's better the way around, but I brought it in. Now, as you can see, you have got some texture on the flower. If that's how you like it, then that's fine. But what you can also do is take your texture layer. You can bring the opacity down more if you want to. Normally use about 25%. So we'll click the layer, put on a mask, and we'll probably mask some of this out. So let's go to the brush. 25% is probably about right. So let's get a reasonably big brush. just mask some of this out. So what we're doing is revealing the flower from underneath the texture layer. And if you've only got it on 25%, it's not going to bring too much of the background through. Just bring some of that stem through. As I say, I think that works quite well. But this is the difference with textures. This is what's meant by an overlay. It's actually overlaid the top of the image, whereas my blurred background, I actually masked the flower through the blurred background. I think I quite like that. But you know, you can get textures from anywhere. You know, I've got loads of different textures, as you can see. Those are just a few there. And there was things like concrete, bark of a tree. That would work in some cases, but I didn't like it on this image particularly. Wood, I think that was cork, cushion. So you can get your textures from everywhere. Just go out with your camera and take some pictures. If there's anything you want to ask me, please leave your comments below. I will also leave the link for those textures that's on my website. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, then you'll be able to see future videos. Just want to thank you for watching. Take care. See you in the next one.